Hello, this is the LEGO Friends Heartlake Performance School, like School of the Performing Arts. Viewed from the front, you can see the building is fairly tall and fairly wide. It actually has 3 stories to it. It's a little bit flat on the front, but that kind of maximizes the space that's available in the interior, and there's a lot of window coverage here to let light go through. The level of detail, I would say, is modest. It's not quite as fancy and well finished as some of the other things in the LEGO Friends line, but it does have some nice small touches around different parts with the curved pieces and the inverted slope pieces, a bunch of these little flourish kind of scrolly pieces around the edges, and I also like the tops of these windows up here. They added in just a little bit of extra color on the corners with those flowers as well, but overall, yeah, just not as much detail as I'm used to seeing on a Friends set. I think that they did more work on the interior here than the exterior. Or did they? To me, it looks a little bit plain from back here as well. Let's look at each of the areas, kind of one floor at a time. The top floor is all about music and dance, so there's a nice drum set here, and you can rotate the bass drum around. You can also take the entire drum set itself and lift it off the floor because it's attached with jumpers, which allow it to be easily moved around. So if you want to use that for a performance somewhere else, you can. Similarly, there's a little stand here. You can come up to the microphone. There's a speaker up on the wall, and this can be rotated around to face in different directions, or you can just remove it and place it somewhere else if you'd like to. The next section over here is for a little bit of dance instruction. So they've got the bar against the wall there and a nice mirror. Not a lot that you can do with the Friends figures in this sense in terms of simulating ballet or any other type of dance, because you can't really move the legs. You certainly can't move the legs independently. And then the last thing down here at the end is just a small upright piano, and a figure can sit at that. To show you the middle floor, I'm actually going to remove this top floor entirely and just take those parts off to give you easier access. This area is a classroom with seating for just 2 with seats and tables, and on the wall is a sticker representing a whiteboard. Looks like some music theory is being taught there, and they also include a book for the figures, which has a sticker that shows that it is a book related to music, although you can't open it up. I mean, you can open it up, but there's nothing inside. There's nothing to be seen. So if you have any extra small pieces, maybe a tile piece or something, could be placed inside of there to represent a note. The next area over is referenced by LEGO as a studio room with a computer, but it just has a table and then a computer screen. There's no input device, there's no mixing board. It just really seems very plain. I guess you would see that as being a touch screen device, but it just doesn't look like a very inviting place to really be doing much work. There's just not enough stuff in here. At least it does have very convenient and easy quick access to the restroom that has a closing door that allows you access in there. There's just a single sticker up on the wall, and there obviously is the toilet and the sink. The sink looks pretty cool though. Now let's get down to the ground floor. Take these next 2 sections off and I'll move the figures around. So the centermost section of this is just the main entrance hallway. Off to one side is the cafeteria, so to speak, such as it is. It has a little display window there, a little area where you can see what's available to eat, and all that's available to eat evidently is a single hot dog. Now that is a nice piece, but you don't really have many choices. They show some things up on the wall back here with just a single sticker, but it's not very convincing. Good to have a clock there, but I don't know about the kind of fake stuff on that shelf that's supposed to be there. And there's also a cash register, so you can pay for your hot dog, and that just has a simple screen on it that's done with a sticker. At the opposite side of the place is the hallway with the lockers in it, and you can open one of these up, but it's not really segmented, so these 2 go together. It looks like it's going to be 2 different lockers, but it's really just one. So one student can store their stuff here. Now there's just a little bit of extra stuff that's included with the set on the side, so you can put some things outside to make the school feel a little bit larger and like there's more to do there. So you can play basketball over here. It comes with the basketball, although these Friends figures don't really hold the ball very well. They got a little bleacher set, you can put some figures on that. It also has a little PA announcement speaker that's attached to it, and they also include a camera, which I just knocked over on its tripod, which actually has 4 legs in this case. It does kind of lean past the center of it, so it does fall over pretty easily, but that's a pretty nice looking thing and goes well with some of the stuff that's being taught at this school, I presume. And there's also a table, so you can actually have a place to eat. Looks like they do serve some more stuff, unless this was actually brought by the students. What is that piece right there? What is that piece right there? That is a new piece. It is printed. It's a slice of watermelon. It's a 1x1 printed tile. It's a quarter circle piece, brand new, and it's really interesting. It's too bad they only include one of those in this set, although my set came with one extra as a spare, and yours should too. So officially just one of these, but unofficially 2. You gotta appreciate the LEGO Friends line for introducing new food items. This school bus also comes with the set, and it is pretty cool. Although I do have to say, to me, it looks a little bit plain from the side, similar to the front of the main building. But this is pretty functional. The windows can be seen through. They don't put any kind of fake glass inside of those on the sides, but I guess they don't really need to. It works out just fine. This is the flip out stop sign, so you can make that face to the rear. You can also make it face to the front. You can just rotate this around at the end, make it face to the side if you want to, or bring that over like this, and yeah, that's a pretty good look. This is just a sticker up here, and you already saw part of how this opens up to give you full access to the interior. You can also remove the entire roof as one assembly. Now this has seating for 4 passengers, although you do have to put their hands kind of up in the air to make them fit around the ridges around the sides of the windows, and also if you've got them side by side, they need to kind of give each other a little bit of room for their arms. And of course there's a driver. Driver just sits in the middle, isn't really able to reach all the way to the steering wheel, but I think this does a pretty good job of capturing the essence of a bus here, and it does have pretty good capacity for its size for a Lego build. The mini dolls here, left to right, are Iva, or Eva, it's spelled I-V-A. In the center is Andrea, or Andrea, and on the right is Noah. I guess there's not really a whole lot to say about these that just isn't explained by simply looking at them. Pretty straightforward, everything that you can see here. I kind of like that hairpiece that they've got for Iva, or Eva, over on the left, with a mini peg hole on the back of it, just under the bun where it's all tied up for adding on a bow or something there. And Andrea has hers on the side, and there's also one on the back, but the second one here is just on the very top of it. And there you go, that's it for this set. So a pretty large building here, many different areas inside of it, and different activities that are kind of simulated, but I think that each area inside is just too empty. The top floor is pretty decent, but the rest just don't have that much going on inside of them. Also, the outside of the building doesn't look that great to me relative to other Friends sets. The school bus is a great thing to get. I do wish that it had just a little bit more texture or more contrast on the outside, just to look a little bit less plain. I feel like the whole set to me looks and feels just a little bit plain. Sorry if I'm sounding a bit negative here, but I'm just giving you my feelings, and I have to be honest in a review. It's not an advertisement. However, you can feel free to disagree with my personal opinions by sharing your thoughts in a comment on the video down below. So let me know what you think about this set, and I'll look forward to reading your feedback. In the meantime, thank you for watching, and I'm going to get to work on some more videos, so I'll be talking to you again very soon.